Today's video, it's a different format from my usual videos. For the first time, I got an email, and it's actually from someone that I know personally. So this person says, "Hi Gloria, congratulations on your videos." Thank you. I thought I should write this to you today because I watched your previous video on being unhappy with your job and choosing to leave. Your message on how life is so short and you should do what makes you happy really touched me. Oh, thank you. I wanted to get your take on leaving a country. In Tanzania, as you know, being able to live permanently in the States is like a dream come true. Everyone wants to come to the States, including some of my relatives. But I'm extremely unhappy and I feel like a prisoner. I work 2 jobs over 60 hours a week and I hate both of them. However, I feel this is the only way I can sustain my current lifestyle, i.e. pay my rent and all my bills. I barely get any sleep, and this is affecting my mood and physical health. I don't have many friends and I feel most people act friendly but are really uninterested in any real friendship. I don't think I have any real friends. I've been homesick for a few months now and I'm ready to come back. I know that you were previously in the United States and you went back to Tanzania, so I wanted your advice on this. Do you think I should come back as well? What are your thoughts? Please let me know. Thank you. We'll give her a name. Let's give her Josephine. So I'll give this advice by speaking about my own experience and then talk about you and what you can do next, right? So for those of you who don't know me, I did my degree in Switzerland for 3 years. While I was still in uni, I applied to go to America and work in America for a year, and I was working in a resort in California in a city called Palm Springs. My experience in America was not the best experience. I'd say just the beginning months I was just extremely depressed, and this for me was a number of things. One of them was as well like being homesick like you and just wanting to be around my family, wanting to be around my friends, because obviously all my family is here in Tanzania, right? And there I did not have any family. Like the city that I was in specifically, I did not have any family, like 0 family. The job also, it was extremely stressful. Okay, I wouldn't say stressful, but it would, like when I was at work, it would just get like super busy, and then you would have like this like rude, because I was directly speaking to customers like on one-on-one, and some of them were just extremely rude, extremely condescending, and every single day it just felt like something would happen at work, whether it's this guest doing this guest doing that. It was just like so much drama at work, even the beef like amongst, you know, co-worker, like this person talking about that person talking about that person, just like a lot of drama. Also, it was feeling like I didn't have a social life because I was just working a lot, working in a week like almost every single day, extra hours, and I would go back home and I would just, because sometimes I would have like night shifts, and I would just go back home like at 11 p.m. at night and then wake up the next day and just go back to work, like, you know, I just didn't have a break. And if I did get a break and I'm like, okay, now today's my day off, I'm going to have a day off, I would find myself just sleeping all day because I'm so exhausted from all the hours that I've been working, you know, from the previous week. So that was like all that combined, it just put me in a really bad place, as I said, of depression. And it's really sad because I consider myself as very like happy person. Like I'm always smiling, I'm always happy, I love laughing, I love being around people. And that, like being in that kind of environment, it was like a different me, a me that I couldn't recognize, you know, because I don't want to get out of bed. I want to just stay inside all the time. I don't want really to speak to anyone sometimes. And I was drinking a lot. Like when I got there, because it's so embarrassing, but I can't cook. And when I got there, oh my goodness, I was just eating like junk food is so cheap there, and I was just eating a lot of junk food, a lot of fast food, like because it's super convenient, it's super cheap, and I just gained so much weight, and I was very unhappy with my body. And I was like, okay, I need to do something different. And that's when I started eating healthier. I started going to the gym. Actually, the apartment that I was living in had a gym already. It was a small gym. It wasn't a lot of things in there, but there was a treadmill and there was that elliptical thing, and I just started doing that like almost like every other day, because as I said, I had like night shifts. So in the morning before I went to work, I would just, or like in the afternoon before I went to work, I would just like do that for a bit, and I started like losing weight and stuff. And also reading books on, I think that's when I actually started reading books on like spirituality and stuff, because I started reading, and the book is called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. I read that book. It's a lot on like your spirituality and like your, you know, how you think about things, your perspective on things, gratitude and all that good jazz. And I just started digesting all of that, and you know, just slowly started coming out of my shell. Instead of just being, you know, by myself, I just started to choose, you know, actually talking to people, socializing with people, and that really helped. So okay, Josephine, we need to get back to you. Enough about me. But with you, I would say the first thing is, instead of, okay, so I understand that you're unhappy, and I've been there myself. My decision to come back was honestly mostly the visa situation, because I was depressed, but I got over that at some point. But for you, since you don't have that issue with the visa, then I would say, have you considered moving cities or moving states? Because for me, honestly, I can say Palm Springs as a city was just not the right fit for me. But America is so big. There's we have like 50 states, so many cities, and what I found also is like, as I talked to Americans, is like each state has like its own personality and its own vibe, you know. If I were you, I would first consider doing that. I'm not sure if you've considered doing that yourself. For yourself, I'm not sure what you want to do, like what did you study. I'm not 100% sure like your degree, what you studied, or exactly what you want to do for yourself, because I think also you can consider starting to do that, you know, instead of just like coming back here is not necessarily the solution, because you can come back here and then you can start working, and then you hate the job here too, and then now you're like, oh, I want to go back to America. Because also for me, that's what happened actually. I moved to America, I came back here, then I went to this hotel that I talked about in a video before, and it was the worst job ever, worse actually than when I was in America. So I would say, what do you want to do apart from moving countries? I don't want you to think of moving a whole country as a solution, because your problems right now with making friends and doing this job that you hate, these are things that I feel you can fix even when you are still there. Maybe you don't want to work the corporate life anymore, you want to do something more creative. You can downgrade from living by yourself in your own apartment to living with someone and sharing the apartment. You quit one job and you have one job left, right? Because you can't afford having a whole apartment. Then from that, whatever creative thing that you want to do on the side, maybe you can start doing that, right? I'm sure there is something inside of you. I'm sure there is a job or a work that you want to do right now that you're not doing. So I would say start by doing that, you know, and start by changing your mindset from like a victim kind of mindset, like this happened to me, I hate this, to what can I do to change this, right? Please don't think coming back here is the solution, because I myself right now I'm in Tanzania and I don't know, I'm happy, but I'm also thinking of going abroad again, because I do like living abroad. I do enjoy the convenience. I feel like it's super convenient getting anything you want, and all the infrastructure, the education, the healthcare, it's all so much better than it is here. Try different things first. If they all don't work, then you're more than welcome to come home. I'm sorry for my story taking too long, but I hope it has helped you. I got through it, you can get through it as well. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you next time.